Hi, this video will instruct you how to make a patriotic mini flower using the two templates from the Patriotic Mini Flower number 2 and the center that comes with it, which is the star center. So this will be template 6 mini flower and then the single star design. So you're going to cut everything according to the instruction document, and then we're going to use our craft glue. So I'm using Barely Arts, and then I'm using the second smallest tip. And we're just going to add craft glue all over. So I matched up my pieces before I started gluing, so I know where they exactly match. Just add glue all over. So when I flip it back, it should match up. And then once I have it where I want it, I just smooth over each petal to make sure the glue adheres. So again, I just flip it. I have it matched up. I flip it towards myself so to keep this petal there. And just go all the way around the petals. Flip it back. And I always lift it up just so I can match. And then smooth each petal. Okay, now we have them stacked by size. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut into each of them. So just do a small cut, about 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. I don't really measure, just a small slit. You don't want the slit to go all the way into the center because that would cut off your petal. And all of the patriotic flowers that I made are all basically created the same way. After you glue the design to the solid back, you cut into the center. Oops, forgot to do these. And then we're going to roll them with our dowel rods. They're all rolled under. So we're going to take the last two that we did. So again, you have the slit. Flip it over so the design's on the bottom, because I find it easier to roll my petals up even though the end result is they're rolled under. So place the dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, thumb on top, index finger underneath, pinch it up and roll. So place it down, you're holding it with your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, which I'm right-handed, I lift up the right side with my right thumb and roll it along my index finger. So lift it up and roll, and then you flip it back. These, it doesn't matter because they're solid, so we're just gonna put the dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, lift it up and roll. Now I switched to a smaller diameter dowel rod just because my petal's getting smaller. And we're doing the same technique. And now we're going to take our flower shaping mat. We have them all lined up, so we're going to do the 2 blue first. And we're going to roll the center. So we're going to take a metal ball stylus. So this is the smallest ones with the 2 smallest balls at the end. And we're going to use that second smallest. and we're going to just roll around where the petals meet the base. And that just lifted my petals up. We don't want them to be lifted up too much for our bottom layers because we have 6 petals. So we're going to take one of them, we're going to add hot glue to the back. So I like to have the Y on the top. We're going to look for our petal and we're going to place it in between. So come straight down over the top. So try and stand directly over top of it and then press. Okay, now we're going to do red, white, red, white. So take your red and your next white. These are both the same size. And we're going to roll the center. So you can see it's much easier to roll when it's only one layer petal. Where here we had 2 pieces of paper glued together. Or 2 petals. Flip it over. Now again, here's your Y. We're going to look for these 2 petals and place that petal in between. Come directly over top, down to the center, and press. And then I like to rotate it. We're going to do the exact same thing. Add some hot glue. Look for a petal and place it in between. So come directly over top and press. Okay, and then we're going to take our red again. Red and then white. So we're simulating the stripes of the American flag. And of course, this is just a sample flower. You know, have fun mixing all the patterns. Make it larger, make it smaller, your choice. Okay, now we're going to take our red. Place that in the center. Going to go to blue. We started with red because of our last petal was white. Now we're going to do blue. Go back to white. Oops. Add a dot of glue. So I'm just rolling the center with the smallest metal ball stylus. Red and blue. Oops. Press it in there. And there you have it. So you have the single star with the solid template.